And when you look at the demographics of the teaching profession, so across primary and secondary, 76% of the workforce are female, and 47%, so almost half of the workforce, are 40 years plus. So that's a huge section of the workforce that is in the prime perimenopause, menopause age. So I feel like it's something that I'm sure people are talking about it, but I haven't seen too much being talked about in terms of menopause and symptoms and teaching. So it's just something that I thought maybe we could touch upon. So I guess my question is, is there any advice that you would give to teachers that are going through that phase of life, and kind of, again, practical tips or things that they should be thinking about, things that they should be doing to try and help themselves?
I am so glad you raised this. And when you look at the statistics, wow, yeah, as a profession, this is something really relevant to so many. It's funny, talking about perimenopause, and there's still a part of me that thinks, am I equipped to talk about this? Yeah. And so many people having these conversations question, is this relevant to me? But the more conversations I have, and the more I come to understand just how far-reaching the effects of menopause are. Of course, I turn 46 soon. I've noticed a whole cluster of things personally that when I've gone to see professionals, none of them have said to me, oh, that's hormone related potentially. So I tell you what, it is just so vital that we talk about these things, because knowledge is key. And until we understand that these things can be influenced by our hormones, we won't necessarily be able to reach out for the appropriate support and the support that is available to us, right? So empowerment is key. And the simple mantra is, please don't wait for hot flushes to educate yourself about hormonal health, perimenopause, menopause, okay? Because it happens far sooner than we think, and it might not look like the classic symptoms. For me, it was entirely different. It was going to the dentist and discovering that my gums had receded and I was in strife. And obviously it wasn't helped by not being able to see a dentist for 2 years during the pandemic. Arthritis in my foot, creaky shoulders. Now, for a lot of perimenopausal women, frozen shoulders is really common. Yeah? So the more we talk about it, the more we can piece these things together and understand how these things cluster. And then we can go out and seek the support that we need. And this requires a lot of advocating for ourselves, because you will still speak to your GP and be told, oh, here's an antidepressant, or this is just aging. Speak to another GP. Keep reaching out. And this is where these online communities are so important, because they can provide us with that information, but also coming together in the workplace. And actually, I think the most important thing is to cultivate a culture of understanding and compassion. But that will only come about by honest conversation, won't it?